All right, so we're here again at the Walmart in Sarasota, and if you didn't see the last story, I was kind of like a security guard at night, watching the front, making sure homeless people weren't, trying to steal stuff, or just making sure that the doors stay closed, and that when employees came in, they closed the door behind them because that's what they were doing at 4 o'clock in the morning was coming into work. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. People were always coming in at different times, and I was there to make sure that the doors stay closed and nobody was coming in that wasn't supposed to come in. So this place is super busy. This is like probably the busiest Walmart. So I was here for a couple months, and we had 3 people at the front because it was COVID time, and so there was like one person making sure that only one person came in at a time. There was other people helping with the carts, and there was another person there just to see people coming out. We were actually counting the number of people in the store with a little handheld computer. So this girl comes up to me and tells me there's a lady that fainted out in the parking lot. So I was like one of the people who was supposed to sit in front of the store and count people, and she was telling somebody that this lady fainted, and I was like, where is she? And she's like, you have to stay here. So she starts walking to show this guy who was a cart guy where the lady was. And I followed them, and she's telling me, you can't leave, you have to stay there. She was a really weird chick, kind of young and kind of weird. And so we're walking this way to go try to find the lady who had fainted, because when she first described it, I thought it was like an old lady that had maybe fallen or something, or she had diabetes, because we saw a lot of that where people were having like medical emergencies and stuff like that. And so we walk way out here, and I'm asking her, where is the lady? Where is the lady? And she's arguing with me, and I'm getting madder and madder as we get out toward the end of the parking lot. I'm like, why can't you just tell me which lane she's in? Because each of these parking lanes has a number. And if you saw somebody who was had a medical issue, why wouldn't you just memorize where she was and just say she's out there, on lane 7? And that's the thing that was making me mad. I was like, just tell me where she is. And I was yelling, and she was yelling back at me. But she was also showing the cart guy where the lady was. And I'm just going to make up a spot because I think it was way down there. So the lady, it was a black lady, and she was just laying on the sidewalk. And she was probably like 35 years old. And she was just laying down. So I just kneeled down next to her and kind of made sure she was breathing, and I said, "Is there anything wrong with you, ma'am?" And she woke up and she said, "No, I'm just tired." And that's kind of what you see around Sarasota is, homeless people on drugs, or maybe there's something, I asked her if she had diabetes or if she had any kind of problems. So the other girl was standing here too. And I found, I asked her a couple questions. She said she was okay. And I said, did you need any help? She said, no, I'm fine. So we started walking back to the store. And by this time I was fuming because she was yelling at me for leaving my post at the front door, she wasn't a manager or anything. And then I said, why didn't you just tell me where she was? I mean, you could have done that. You could have just asked her. So I have to walk all the way back to the store. This is a big parking lot. Like I said, it was way out toward the end of the parking lot. And excuse me. Yeah, I'm yelling. So what I said was bad was I said, you're got to be like the stupidest person on the earth. You could have just bent down, asked her if she was okay, and that would have been fine. But she couldn't do that. So we all walked back in. She went to all the managers and complained. No, and the funny thing is, nobody ever came to me and said anything about, what had happened, or, But I didn't call her any names or anything. I just said, you're so stupid. That's just like dumb. Because she could have just handled it all by herself, except she had to make a big deal. And that's what she was all about, drama and everything. And so it was just like a weird, stupid thing that happened. So I went back, sat back down at the front door where I was before, and nothing happened. No managers came to talk to me because everybody knew that she was like kind of a trouble stirrer, or kind of a drama starter. So it was just a really weird time. I mean, occasionally somebody just slammed a gate and it made a loud noise. One of these metal gates. Well, that scared the hell out of me. Thought I was gonna have a mass shooting. Anyway, that's that story. But there's more to come. So I think I was gonna maybe dedicate this little playlist to stories from Walmart, because all the crazy things that you used to have out here. We used to have homeless people camping out here at night, or they would come in and sit out front of the store and charge their phones because we had electrical outlets and stuff like that. But anyway, hope you guys have a good day. That's the video. I'll see you next time on Tales from Walmart. Take it easy.